up already. I know you are. And the Lord, I wrote this down on the paper. This is what I'm just talking to you. And this is what I did. I wrote it on paper. Give me perpetual victory over the enemy in me. I may not walk right and talk right, but don't let the enemy keep me in a pit to where I cannot be freely used of the Lord, and where I cannot freely give him what he wants from me. Yeah. A lot of us are gifted as men and women. We're talented as men and women. It is for a purpose and a reason. That's right. It's not so that we can walk in the door and everybody recognize us for being so prominent, well spoken. No. It is to make sure this kingdom, when it does get built and reconstructed again, when the bridges are repaired, so that the people are able to come in this tower of refuge and be saved. Amen. So when the prophet stands, and have to be Deacon Ramon, the prophet stands and he overwatches the service. You can come in the refuge and still feel like you can be saved. Yeah. That's right. Y'all just bear with me. The Lord began to minister to me. I'm about to adopt one son in possibly South Carolina, maybe two. I don't know how the Lord does. And I'm going to stand up and give under the book. This is what God gave me. They grown boys too. And this is what happened. The Lord began to speak to me about Sister, I can call her name, that's why when it's recorded. Sister Tanika and Sister Christy. Some of y'all sleeping on me right now. It's all right. You want to go sleep? Sleep on. That's what Jesus told them when they came into the garden. Sleep on. Yeah, yeah. And this is what I told Sister Christy and Sister Tanika, and I'm going to share this with you openly because the Lord told me this. He says, whether you want to preach a Sunday or not, I'm still going to open the door for you. I have no idea this is going to happen. And when I do open the door, you better say it. And even as he told me this, I saw you and I saw her. Just as rotten and tough as she could be when I saw you. Just tough. This is what I saw. I'll just tell you what I saw. And I saw Jamie teary-eyed, but the Lord was speaking to me about Tanika and Christy. And this is what the Lord said to me. He said, tell them this. And this is what I told them. I got it down. I sent them text message all the way from Ocean City. I sent them. The Lord told me to tell them this. He said, and I'm trying to remember as best I can. I got it written down. But I won't let me by reading it. Computer. He says, for your sorrow and your pain, he said, there is going to be an overflow of grace. This is what the Lord told them. This is why he took you the scripture. He said, tell them for their sorrows and their pains, there's going to be an overflow of grace. And I fathom this, and they said, no, here comes John. Brother John pops up in my mind, and Brother Wesley. And I get in contact with them. Had no idea the Lord was speaking to me about this. And I didn't have John and Wesley's number. They were supposed to give it to me. I lost somehow from here in South Carolina. And then the Lord spoke to me. I guess the Lord spoke to Brother John. The same morning, next day, the next afternoon, and all on to the day, John texted me. I said, I'm glad you text me, because I got a word from the Lord for you. The Lord told me to tell you the same thing. I share with him, but I share with Tanika and about Christy. But the Lord says, your sorrow and your pain not come from where their sorrow and pain came from, but from when you were teased and put down so much that it had not been for the people in your life to pick you up, you would have been lost. Broke down on the telephone. Brother John, we had a conversation for 2 hours till 2 o'clock in the morning. This went on from 10:30 at night to 2 o'clock in the morning. He'll tell you if you talk to him. They call him Ham. They call him Ham or Wesley. Brother Wesley. But they call him Ham. I call him Wes. That's what I call him. And then Brother John came to my mind. And the Lord told me to tell him the same thing. But I gave him an instruction when he left. And he called me yesterday, day before yesterday, and I gave him the instruction the Lord had said. There's going to be an overflow of grace in your life. And this is what the Lord shared with me. So I want you to tell the people, and that's what I'm going to do with you. He said the people have to come for themselves. We cannot have an altar call. These are things that I want to do in your life, but you have to come for yourself. Yes. That's why he said it was a certain woman. He did not call her household or son. He said it was a certain or specific person, and she came to the Lord on her own volition. Some of us have things that we got to come to God yourself for. Yes. Don't wait for us, the preachers, to give the clarion call, the altar or the doors of the church are open. You're missing it. We're missing it. You know you have a debt and you want something released in your life. You've got to want that for yourself and step up and come on your own.
Oh, yeah.
I'm about to fall over here.
Yes, Lord.
And that's how drunk I feel right now. I'm telling you the God's honest truth. He said they got a certain one and she came and she brought the vessel. If you know that you're empty, why sit there empty?
Hallelujah.
The moment you step towards God in an act of faith and say, God, every step that I take as an empty vessel, I want you to release that oil. This thing, they're holding me tight. And he calls for the certain woman. And she comes, and her two sons are, because she's afraid they're going to be taken into slavery. And I kept saying this, and for years, I've been operating in the prophetical. For years, I know I have. Even when I was incarcerated. For years, I knew it, Jamie. And I kept saying, well, why don't people receive what I'm saying here? You have some of you receive some of the stuff I said. And then the Lord brought the scripture down. Prophet is not accepted. The moment I go to South Carolina, the Lord starts speaking. The moment we go to the IJ, he starts speaking to me, and everybody's flocking, runs to me for a word. Listen to what happens here. This woman recognized she had a debt. Some things had to change. Now sometimes we can speak into your life. I don't want to call myself a prophet. You know why? Because a prophet's going to be something to everybody else in the church. I don't want to call myself a prophet, but I know how to operate. And Pastor says this, he says, brother, I had a long talk with him. He says, Pastor, this stuff I don't want on me. He says, brother, out of all these people that call us prophet, you've got to be the one most in tune for prophetical discernment. Because everything you've told me has come to pass. I want you to see what happens here. There's a reason a prophet's in the house. There's a reason the spirit of the prophetic operates. It's so that we owe nobody nothing. The church owes nobody nothing. And here's what happens. The woman realizes she has a debt. And she goes to the prophet. And the prophet says, what shall I do? Y'all see that? She asked him, what shall I do? He asked her, what shall I do? In other words, she went to him and said, prophet, I got a situation. I need you to speak a word over it. It's not a guessing. You probably don't guess anything about your life. Well, I'm going to let you tell me something about me. Some things you need to prompt the prophet or the spirit of prophet for the spirit of prophet to come forth so that it can be spoken into your life. Oh, y'all missing it. You wait for Prophet Peter Brown and all these prophets to come. Everybody calling him a prophet. When the spirit of the prophetic comes, you ask for a word. This is my situation. I need you to speak a word. Are y'all hearing me? And the Lord was showing me how the doors of the church have been shut and people are in debt and we don't worship in fullness because we are not free.
Hallelujah. Thank you.
My Lord, we have been some good actors. I tell you, we've had some Holy Ghost good times. But can you imagine, without being in that debt, what level or dimension that God will allow to be released into your life? Because this oil came somewhere that God was in charge of the abundance of it, or where the supply came from. It was delegated by the commandment of God and not a man. And the more an empty vessel came, the more God poured. Some of us are full of ourselves, not full of the Spirit. We're full of ourselves. The church folk, you're full of yourself and not the Holy Ghost.
Hallelujah.
And so God says, if you just empty out yourself and come on your own will, I will pour into you. Oh my God, this is thing is heavy. What is it you want the prophet to speak over your life? I notice when prophets are praying for people, he don't do like I do. Sometimes I just go right off and wait for the Lord and get the knowledge and wait for it to kick in. He'll say, which one to pray about? And he goes off and prays. You have to make it known to the prophet. Or when the prophetic spirit is there, you have to make it known. Stop worshiping the ground that folk walk on and worshiping the gift that God has placed in the body.
Hallelujah. Thank you.
Are y'all hearing me? See this instruction?
Amen.
You got preachers in the pulpit, and everybody calls them a prophet, but they only use the term prophet because they want you to fear them by mind and psyche. I want it so that when you speak a word over my life, it happens. And I feel free when I walk away from you.
Thank you, Lord.
That I cannot wait to get back to you to get another drink of the oil.
Hallelujah.
This woman brought the vessels. And she's telling her sons, bring them, bring. He says, wait, my mom, there's no more vessels. I'll stop you all right there. Didn't waste a drop on the ground. Didn't waste a drop on nobody else. But I guarantee you, while she was bringing those empty vessels, the Lord started pouring right in every empty vessel. He had to. Because all of them were full. Every time he placed anyone in front of the Lord, he filled it up.
Thank you, Lord.
Oh God, some people who filled the Holy Ghost would get this one. And if someone's with the Holy Ghost, they're half full right now.
Jesus.
They're probably half foolish.
Jesus.
Hallelujah.
You notice I said we. Y'all ain't hear me. The prophet said, what shall I do? He tells her, I want you to go borrow some vessels. And then from these vessels, don't get just a few of them, get a lot of them. I'll give you a mess your mind up. Some of us got friends that are on borrowed time with us, because God's going to cut them off with what's over with. They're on borrowed time. But these same people that are with God, that are vessels, are the same people that God is trying to pour into you. He's not trying to pour into them. So they can't partake of this oil that the Lord is pouring out. Relationships are only borrowed. Y'all ain't hear me today? Relationships are only borrowed. At the end of the day, mother, I hate to say it, my mother had left me at 62 years old. Wish to God she was here today to see me preaching and teaching, or get to be saved like I am now. So I'm left to deduce down to memories of my mother.
Hallelujah.
So my mother, even her, is just a vapor to me. We were coming down the elevator in South Carolina, and this woman, oh, she was a beautiful young lady. I mean, she was beautiful, long hair, beautiful complexion. I said, babe, go take this money back to your room. Leave a tip for the woman. Oh, no, well, what this count as what room? I said, 312. I saw the housekeeper around the corner. And she comes, and I said, what is your name? I said, who's clearing 312 and whatever? She says, oh, I am. I said, Dinah, bring the money here. She's right here. Dinah gives the girl the money. Gives her the money, and we get her to walk over, and she did. The girl says, oh my God. She started crying. I mean, literally crying. I said, what'd you do to her? What happened? I thought my wife, I thought she might have been happy because we gave her a nice sizable tip. I believe in that. She can't stand it, but I believe in that. I believe in tipping people and tipping them good because I know they deserve people. And when she turned around, she finally got herself together. She said, I can't help it, but you're so beautiful. You remind me of my grandmother. She told Diana. Her name was Natasha. You remind me of my grandmother. What's your grandmother? She died when I was 3. So, oh my goodness. And she just kept looking and crying and looking and crying. And as she was looking and crying, she says, my wife says, babe, maybe we ought to pray before we leave. So we started praying right there in the hallway before we came down to y'all, praying. Then the Lord spoke to me and told me to tell her. And I told her, I said, there was a need for you to see your grandmother. The Lord wanted to release you because these things have been holding you in your life. Just wanted to be touched by your grandmama and held by your grandmama. She's been longing for that. And the Lord allowed her to see somebody to remind her of her grandmother, and it happened. This is how you know God has his hand on your life and God is serious. Relationships are only borrowed. But to get to you, God will bring up what he has to bring up to release you so you're able to be free in life.
Oh, yes. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord.
Are y'all hearing me? Matthew, I know you love your mother and your father. Shamira, I know you love your mama, your grandmama. I know you love your aunts and your aunties and your uncles, but it's just temporary.
That's right.
It's just temporary. I remember saying to my granddad before my grandfather died, well, Lord, I want to be saved when my granddaddy died. I want to got saved. I mean saved, baptized in the Lord Jesus Christ. And I was in a Baptist church when it happened. Got baptized in the Lord Jesus Christ. The Baptist preacher baptized me in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. And he told me that day, he said, there's going to be controversy over your life. He told me that day, 7-year-old preacher. And I'm saying, why aren't you baptized like everybody else got baptized in the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost? He said, because there's going to be controversy over your life. Had no idea I'd be walking in the truth some 40, 50 years, 40, 30, 40 years later. He baptized me, and then I got baptized in the Lord Jesus Christ. I got filled with the Holy Ghost. Boom.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord.
Relationships are temporary. Put too much weight in relationships. And the Bible says that when she went in this room and she shut the door. She didn't want everybody to see how much she owed or what God was really doing, so she shut the door. Some of our needs are so great that you got to mentally block a lot of stuff out.
Yeah.
You have to spiritually block a lot of stuff out just to keep a smile on your face.
Yeah.
Well, y'all know I'm talking right in here.
Yeah.
Children driving you crazy, the husband driving you crazy, church folk driving you crazy. It's all, the whole thing is hindering us from worshiping God. I mean, shit, what are we coming to church for on Sunday?
Hallelujah.
What are we putting our gas in our tanks and our little fine cars for? Come on to get in debt and come to drive, put your life at risk at night or something, because I'm the church. What are you coming for?
Thank you, Lord.
It is so hard. I told Pastor, I told Diana, I'm about ready to walk away from the church. I don't want to be associated with nothing in church. Let me get a fresh start. I told Pastor, I was so depressed. Oh, we got back in South Carolina. I mean depressed. Go to work and she'll tell you, I tell her, don't call me at work, don't call me. It's the only place I felt free, Jamie, was at work. I'm in control at work. I'm about running things. I said, don't call me. After this extra emergency, baby, don't call me. Now that I intentionally call when I'm doing something, we're in an argument. Don't call me. You see, you got a minute? Oh, no, I got a minute. Are you all right? Yeah, good. Let me get one away at work. The only place I feel like I'm in control. It's a sad thing when you come to church. You don't feel control of your own spirit in church. And the Lord wants us free. And I find myself, this is what I find myself doing, fighting against God's voice calling me. Y'all ever been there? Oh, come on, y'all.
Amen.
Let me sit beside a sinner. You all right? You a sinner? Saved by grace? Let me sit beside a sinner. Don't you find yourself sometimes fighting stuff? And you know God is calling you, and you still fighting against it? And part of you says, I'm going this way, but the other part says, I'm going to the house. And so we find ourselves fighting these battles that are not ours anymore. And we say, God, I stand before you, an empty vessel.
Yes, Lord.
I know that I'm on borrowed time, and it's your time. The song David said, my times are in your hands. The only reason I'm still living is because of you, God. And if I'm going to live and I'm going to make this walk, God, you're going to have to pour into me. Oh, come on, sinner. Let me go sit beside another one. I'm going to do it. I know you look good and all that, but I'm going to sit beside a sinner, saved by grace. I'm smiling in church, but no one has the idea of the battles I'm going through. I call my mama for comfort. I call my mother for comfort. But when I hang up the phone, I don't feel that comfort no more. Need you, Lord. Pour your oil out on me.
Yes, Lord.
This vessel is empty. I'm empty, and I need you to pour into me.
Yes, Lord.
I know Shamaya.
Yes, Lord.
I know I hear y'all saying, I hope you don't come sit beside me because I want my life out there. Lord, I can do it right now. Oh, my goodness. And we're asking God, please, just let me get through the service so nobody knows what's really going on with me.
Jesus.
And it's hard to live with yourself every day when you know God has a call on your life and you want to run from the call. You want to be like a natural person, a normal person. You want to make mistakes. You want to get in debt. You want to lie. You want to steal and cheat. Can I sit beside a sinner? Say, I am really drunk. I'm telling you.
Jesus.
My shoes are the right size, mind you. I got the right shoe I'm supposed to have on my feet. I know I do. I got size 12 home, and they go too big, and I stumble and kick stuff I ain't going to be kicking.
Jesus.
I got my shoes too big, but I just refuse to get rid of it. It's comfortable. My Lord, I wish I knew your life socially, but I'm going to tell you. Oh, my goodness. I can tell you, I ain't look at your eye or your face. The only time you come to church is when you hear God speak, is if you're in church. You hear him outside of church, and still there's always a lot of interruptions. So if you hear God clearly, you got to make yourself your way into the house of God. Just so you can hear it from peace of mind and get rid of the confusion that's around you. The Lord knows that. What's the name of that? He knows that. You hear from God when you're out of the church, but there's so much confusion around you that it's hard for you to get clarity when God is speaking. Hence, you get a fragmented message from the Lord. And you're trying to say, God, I need you. I want to speak in tongues because dealing with this stuff as a natural man is about to kill me.
Jesus. Jesus. Yes, Lord Jesus. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Sinner,
Yes, Lord.
but I'm saved by grace.
Yes, Lord.
I wish I didn't know your life.
Yes, Lord Jesus.
I'm going to stand right here beside this sinner and I'm going to tell you what the Lord spoke to me about your life. You keep saying you're going to do it. Why haven't you done anything yet? I haven't done anything wrong. Why haven't you done it yet? And this is what the Lord told me to tell you, sis. I got to tell you. He said there's some things in your past that you have forgiven people, but you haven't forgiven yourself. And because you haven't forgiven yourself, you haven't released yourself, you are not an empty vessel.
Jesus.
Release yourself from it.
Yes, Lord. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. We are going to be a free church. Our pastor will be able to preach freely. The preacher will be able to preach freely. I don't care what they say about Noah Collins, what they say about you. I know I see God in them. And that's the part we follow. But and you don't know how many phone calls I've dealt with about you. Can't stand Mrs. Smith. Don't like Mrs. Smith. Don't like Prophet Smith. That's why he is kind of rough on the edge. But one thing you cannot argue with him about, he always comes from the Word.
Yes, Lord Jesus.
Praise the Lord.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord Jesus.
Oh my God, I'm stop talking to you because I can pour your life out right now. You wouldn't like what I have to say. Gotta sit by a sinner.
Jesus, hallelujah.
Ain't saved by grace. I'm gonna sit between both of them. The thief
Yes, Lord Jesus, hallelujah.
and another thief. Two of
Yes,
you.
Lord Jesus.
Now one of y'all gonna be saved.
Yes, Lord.
One of y'all ain't gonna be saved.
Yes, Lord.
I'm just saying according to the scripture.
Yes, Lord.
I've heard the word. I've seen the word in demonstration of spirit. And now I'm just waiting. And the God is telling me to tell you, Brother Savage, you've got to make the next move. You've got to, there's some things you've got to release yourself. These are personal things that people don't even know about. You have your own quirks, and your quirks are going to be the very same things that keep God from pouring into you. Release them. Release them. We are all sinners. We got debt. You got debt. And the Lord said when they brought in the vessel, all the vessels were full. That's our goal. Everybody in the house gets full with the Holy Ghost. We get full with the Holy Ghost. I know some of you didn't want to hear your life talk put out there like that, but I saved some stuff. I didn't tell everything. If you want to know personally, if the Lord's speaking to me, come out the church and I'll tell you. You want to know, I'll tell you. You want to know, I can tell you. I can tell you. I can tell you. If the Lord wills. So the Lord told me to tell John and tell Wesley, and I told them. And the Lord told them to tell them there's going to be, now this is why, watch this. He says, tell them because this is why there's going to be an overflow of grace into their life. Now hear me well. If you don't hear nothing else today, hear this. Many times the stuff we go through in life, we think are over with. You would agree. We move on with our life, some 5, some 10, 15 years ago, it pops right back up. Well, when it comes, the sorrow and the pain and the memory comes. And now before you know it, you're reliving that same pain, that same sorrow that you went through. Are y'all hearing me? The Lord told me this for the church. And I knew the Lord spoke this to me. Make sure you tell him. There's going to be a perpetual overflow of grace. And God says the reason there's going to be a perpetual overflow of grace is because those pains and sorrows and unforgiveness has a tendency to come back 5 and 6 years later, and they bring back the same pain. And God said, the only way to get rid of that same pain, I'm going to make sure I pour it back on you. Oh, you ain't hearing me, exactly. You ain't hearing me. Seems like a ghost story. Lord, I thought I was over this. And as soon as you think you got over it, it comes back again. Let's go here. It comes back again. And when it comes back, it brings that pain and that sorrow. And you say, I thought I was over this. And God says, this time when it comes back, I'll make sure you're over it. Jesus. Perpetual overflow. Perpetual overflow. The same mantle of grace you have on me, God, put it on her. Yes, Lord. I don't shout. Perpetual overflow. Yes, Lord. In the name of Jesus. Yes, Lord. Yadoshaya. There was a certain woman. There is a peculiar people. There is a chosen nation. Fill me up, Lord. Let it overflow. I want to run over. Yes, Lord. I want to run over. Fill me up, Lord. Let it overflow. I want to run over. I want to run over. Fill me up, Lord. Let him overflow. If it's in his heart that he wants to run over, let him run over. Fill me up. Come on, I wish I had somebody want to be filled up. And let it a perpetual overflow. I want to run over. Let it overflow. Now my question is, while y'all singing, I'm wondering if there are any certain women in the house. Are there any certain women in the house? You know you're empty and you want God to fill you up again. You want to walk in the overflow, perpetual overflow. You need it. Little Shabbat. Let it overflow.